morning, everybody. How's it going?
Hey Adnan, what are you doing here?
Well, today is Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas to everybody. But some of us are actually here getting ready for round 2 for the UAE time attack on January 17. So you got to stay tuned for that. We're doing some preparation on the car. Pretty much we're modifying the oil cooler setup on the car because it's very close to the exhaust manifold. So we're trying to do some work there on that. So with that, we've got a crank seal leak issue on the gearbox, between the engine and gearbox. And plus we're going to freshen up the wiring and just see whatever unnecessary components we don't need, take it out and get it ready for that. Also we're going to be sort of modifying the cooling system as well. We're going to take out the condenser from the front end so that the radiator gets maximum cooling. And just double check if there's any other issues within the engine bay compartment, just to be safe, because we're going to be doing full YAS GP circuit, which is going to take quite a bit of toll on the car. It's a very big circuit, a lot of straights, so we're going to make sure that the car is reliable enough for that session. So yeah, just follow us in the video and you'll see us. We're going to be dropping the whole motor down with the subframe in a minute.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so see you in a second.
So Adnan, tell us what's going on right now.
Well, right now Amir is just disconnecting all the bolts for the front end of the bumper, because the bumper has been made as one piece. So we've got 2 bolts underneath here, 1 on either side, and then we have 4 on the top. So literally one thermal, you literally turn about 1, 2, 8 bolts, and the whole thing comes out straight away. So we're just going underneath right now, removing the bracket, as you can see right here. We've got the special made bracket which is bolted onto the subframe, so the bumper is quite secure, you know, it doesn't flimps up at high speed. So right now you just knock that off. And as always down here in the shop, when we're removing any bolts or anything like that, we make sure everything is all kept in one place so we don't you know, lose any of the bolts. And yeah, now it's time to take the bumper off. See?
There we go.
One complete solid piece. Makes it very easy to work on the car, because before we had to have 2, 3 pieces. As you see, it's all one solid piece.
So right now Adnan is trying to take out the condenser, as he explained to me earlier, and this is it. And the reason why he's taking out the condenser is because it's blocking a lot of air that's coming into the radiator, and it's preventing the car from cooling down optimally. So see how it goes.
Wallah, I tell you, put 50 cents.
Huh?
I just tell you, put 50 cents.
Never put 50
I just
cents?
want to tell you.
But no, Jordan was quick, son. You put some shield on it. You put a tire.
That's one clean intake.
Yeah, we don't have a shield around it, so thank God you have an air filter, man. Otherwise, all this crap would be going in it.
I don't think that was the most efficient way of cleaning it.
Of course not. I'm just trying to knock out the pieces of rubber in it. You can see this? It's all the tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it a thorough clean anyways.
So here it is. This is a rubber piece from the intake. So this rubber is basically other cars' shoes. This rubber is basically competitor shoes.
No, this is actually from the last round we did it, the first round we did it, the Dubai Autodrome, because they had the driven social club the day before, and there was a lot of drifters and stuff on track, so they like to leave down rubber, if you know what I mean. So pretty much we were just picking all the crap up, and then of course, because I need to make a sort of a shield on the back here to protect the filter, which I haven't had a chance to, so I'm going to be doing that now with this setup, so at least we can protect the air filter. You see down there, that piece is sticking up.
Safety team member number 2. Just making sure that everything is safe to work. And that cleared up so much space for you. You can LS swap the car now.
As they say, nothing beats displacement, right?
No replacement for displacement.
Exactly, that's right.
Now when we install this back on the car, as Adnan mentioned earlier, it's gonna have better cooling for the car. More airflow instead of whatever was being blocked here. Honda of the UK Manufacturing Limited. So Adnan,
Yeah, man, what's up?
this car was built in the UK?
Yeah, these EP3s, all of them are manufactured in the UK. As you can even see right here. It's quite one of the hot selling cars back then in the UK. Still is quite a popular Type R. People still say it's one of the purest Type R's out there at the moment, especially in the UK.
That's very interesting. I never knew that about the EP3 being built in the UK. I always thought that they were built in Japan and then, you know, exported to other countries. But apparently they used to build them in the UK as well. The more you know. So in case if you've been wondering who's this idiot holding the camera acting like he knows everything about cars, it's me, called Ahmed, which is my name. People call me Ahmed Jadia, and I'm here to help Adnan and the guys over here. Well, I might get my hands dirty on the car, but I'm mostly, you know, filming and so on. So I think this is the last time you'll see my face in this video. Probably next time. See ya. Stay tuned, baby! Hashtag K-Tuned, not sponsored, but I might be.
Yeah, we all wish for sponsorship, man. But it's not easy, man.
Well, K-Tune, if you're listening, here's your man right here. He's accepting sponsorships.
We cleaned up, we got to clean it. So yeah, we got here the clutch master and slave cylinder package. So the master, which sits right behind there, that's been replaced with K-Tune. The braided line here, as you can see, and then the slave cylinder over here. Highly recommended upgrade if you're planning to, you know, race it or modify the car, whatever. Really helps with the shifting performance.
So what's happening right now is that Adnan is lowering the car, and it's the engine and the subframe are gonna sit on the table over here. Now we're gonna take out 4 bolts that are holding the subframe. This is one of them. And then once the subframe is out, once the subframe is out of the car and on the table, we'll be lifting the car up, and then we'll roll the engine out with the subframe on the table.
Up, up, up. Wait, something touching.
6.5 hours later.
Little bit down. Okay, okay. Go up. Yeah. Go. Go. Go.
2,000 years later.
Go up. Wait. Yeah. Continue, continue.
One eternity later.
How hard was it?
4. You're talking about, huh? Yeah, you're talking about 3-4 hour job? What's the time now?
2.5 hours, yeah.
Yeah, because we came at about 11, now it's like what?
Yeah, it's 2:08.
So yeah, 2.5, 3 hours.
So right now what you want to do is that you want to replace the subframe with a subframe, another subframe that you have.
Another subframe in, which has been musca polished already. And then, yeah, so this is the thing I'm here, what we're trying to modify here. You come around this side. So this is the problem that we're facing. You see here, that's the oil cooler lines, and I can't even put my finger in between that. You see? I can barely put my finger. So this is the problem, that the oil temps are going high because of this line here heating up. So what we want to do is just trying to shift this whole thing, this angle, to about there. So at least you can put 2 to 3 finger gap in between, which will allow it to, you know, cool off easier.
Yeah.
And then these bad boy headers from Skunk 2 are going to get all wrapped up nicely to help reduce the temp in this area. And that's about it.
So they don't dissipate the heat onto the...
Exactly, yeah. I mean, already we got a heat-proof hose here. I think we're going to change this one because it's all tearing up. So we're going to get this all changed out, put some new shit in, and that's about it. And because of all the major oil leaks, we had a major oil leak coming from the crank seal, which disturbed this whole area. You can see all this oil here. We're going to get this all nicely cleaned up. We got the other subframe, so we're just going to take all the arms off everything, clean it up, and then put everything brand new on it. You know, you're removing this. You want to remove the gearbox first, no?
Yeah, pull it, pull it. There we go.
As you can see, the lock here is broken, and even here it's starting to break through too. So as you can see, ladies and gents, already we noticed some chunks of the clutch has come off. There's tiny pieces of the clutch coming off, as you can see here. The spring, which we already saw, there's so much play that it's broken the locks. And then also, as you can see, the tsunami of engine oil coming in.
Tsunami.
We had a major problem on the other side, which we fixed, and of course we thought that if that's going to happen, this will happen. And as you can see down here, the oil. So we're going to get this all cleaned up, put a new crank seal over here, change the clutch. Flywheel seems to be okay.
Yeah.
Just we need to get
Little bit polish in the machine shop.
New pressure plate.
No, pressure plate is fine. It's fine.
Nothing wrong with this.
Yeah,
one.
no. Pressure plate is fine.
So as you said, it's just the clutch and
We
the
need
seal.
to replace the clutch plate and the oil seal because a lot of oil leak. When oil leaking, he's going to the clutch plate. He will slip the clutch plate also sometimes because it's turning, roaming, going inside some oil also. Yeah.
We're getting the transmission now transported, so we can clean it over here.
Yeah, leave a lot.
Do you need the fan on?
Yeah.
So you spray it first with this magic potion that you really don't want to tell us what the chemicals are in it, because it's probably made.
So Sonic's iron remover. Kind of helps with getting rid of all the iron deposits and shit right off it.
Well, that's a bit anticlimactic because I was thinking maybe this was made out of the tears of dwarfs mixed with dragon tears or something. It's just disgusting.
Yeah, that's a little crap.
Look at all this grease and dirt. Yeah. Why didn't we use this on the transmission?
Would have been a good idea. Saves us a lot of time, wouldn't it?
Yeah. This is a very delicate and dangerous moment.
Do not try this shit at home.
Yes, to give you an idea of how stupid it is, we're pushing the car with this holding the middle part of the chassis, which is stupid, but it works. Right, Adnan, so what's the update for the end of the day?
Oh, well, as you saw yesterday when we were here on Christmas Day, we were dropping the engine out, which is right here. We also opened up the gearbox as well. We noticed a couple of things wrong with it. So the main crank seal right here has been leaking. As you can see, it's all cleaned up now. Yesterday it was like a tsunami of mud and oil and dirt trapped in there, so we cleaned that all up, even in the gearbox. Also, what we noticed is when we opened up the ignition coils, the O-rings over here were leaking oil, so we're getting those in as well. We're replacing the VTEC solenoid gasket too, and we're going to be, altering the oil cooler system here. I'm trying to cancel this out so that I can feed in the aftermarket oil cooler lines through here without getting interfered by this thing, by the OEM oil cooler. And what else is it? Then also here, the clutch is another funny story. We had a look the other day. As you can see, the springs were floating around and moving about, and a lot of pieces of the clutch are broken. So, and even material is flown off here, as you can see, and damaged, which is surprising. It's only a 9 months or 10 months old clutch from competition. So it's kind of disappointing. It's a good brand, but I thought it would be much more reliable than that. So just to cut it short, pretty much, yeah, we're waiting for some parts to come in, some seals and the new clutch. Once that gets in, then we can start assembling the motor and the gearbox back together, put it back in the bay, and then start playing around with the wiring to clean it all up. So stay tuned, guys.
All right, that's great. So we'll see you on day 2, I think.
Yep, day 2, yeah.
All right, everybody take care. Thank you for watching.